Lady Jennifer there? I would so like to get to know her.
Oh, certainly. Aunt Caroline, this is Mrs. Erlin. Mrs. Erlin.
Oh, I am so pleased to meet you. Your nephew and I are great friends. I'm watching his political career with great interest. I'm sure he'll be a wonderful success. He thinks like a Tory and talks like a radical. And that is so important nowadays. And he's such a brilliant talker, too. But we all know from whom he inherits that. I was talking to Lord Allendale in the park yesterday, and he said, Mr. Graham talks almost as well as his aunt.
And so very kind of you to say these charming things to me.
Could you introduce Mrs. Erlin to Lady Jennifer?
How'd you, my dear fellow? She can make a man do anything she wants. How I don't know.
Wow. I hope to goodness she won't speak to me.
Thursday afternoon? Oh, it would be my pleasure. Oh, it is such a bore being civil to these old dowagers, but they do insist upon it.
Who is that well-dressed woman talking to Windermere?
Well, I haven't the slightest idea. She looks like an edition deluxe of a wicked French novel, one meant especially for the English market.
So that's poor old Duffy over there with Lady Blindale. He doesn't seem very anxious to speak to me tonight. But I suppose he's rather afraid of her. Those straw-colored women have such dreadful tempers. Do you know, Lord Windermere? I think I will have the first dance with you tonight. It will make Lord Augustus so jealous. Oh, Lord Augustus. Lord Windermere insists on having the first dance with me tonight. And since it's his house, I can't very well refuse. But you do know I would much sooner be dancing with you.
I wish I could think so, Miss.
Oh, you know so. I can imagine someone dancing through life with you and finding it quite charming.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You are the most adorable of all ladies.
Oh, what a speech. So simple and so sincere. Just the sort of speech I like. For you shall carry my bouquet. Ah, Mr. Dunby. I am so sorry I've been out the last 3 times you've called. Come to lunch on Friday.
Delighted.
You are an absolute brute! I can never believe a word you say. Why did you tell me you didn't know her? And what do you mean by calling on her 3 days running? Of course you understand you are not to lunch there.
My dear Laura, I wouldn't dream of going.
You haven't told me her name yet.
Well, she's
Who is she?
She's a Mrs. Erlin.
Oh, that woman.
Yes, that's what everybody calls her.
How very interesting. How intensely interesting. I must have a good stare at her. Oh, I have heard the most shocking things about her. They say she's ruining poor Windermere. And Lady Windermere, who goes in for being so proper, invites her. Oh, how immensely amusing. Well, it does take a thoroughly good woman to do a thoroughly stupid thing. Yes, you are to lunch there Friday.
Why?
Because I want you to take my husband with you. He has paid me so much attention lately, he's become a complete nuisance. This woman is just the thing. He can dance attendance on her as long as she lets him, and he won't bother me. Oh, I assure you, women of that kind are most useful. They do form the basis for other people's marriages.
Mystery you are.
Yeah, I wish you were.
Well, I am, to myself. I'm the only person in the world I should like to know thoroughly. Huh. But I see little chance of that happening at present.
Her coming here today was monstrous, unbearable. I don't know what you meant today at tea time. You should have told me outright. Why didn't you?
I couldn't. A man can't tell these things about another man. But if I'd known he was going to have you ask her here tonight, I think I would have told you. That insult, at any rate, you would have been spared.
I did not ask her here. He invited her against my entreaties, against my commands. I feel that every woman here sneers at me as she dances by with my husband. I am degraded in my eyes. I lack courage. I am a coward.
If I know you at all, I know that you can't live with a man who treats you like this. What sort of life would you have with him? You would feel that he was lying to you every moment of the day. You would feel that the look in his eyes was false, his voice false, his touch false, his passion false. He would come to you when he was weary of others, you would have to comfort him. He would come to you when he was devoted to others, you would have to charm him. You would have to be to him the mask of his real life, the cloak to hide his secret.
You were right. You were terribly right. What am I to do? You said you'd be my friend, Lord Darlington. Tell me, what am I to do? Be my friend now.
Between men and women there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but not friendship. I love you.
No.
Yes, I love you. You are more to me than anything in the whole world. What does your husband give you? Nothing. Whatever is in him he gives to this wretched woman whom he has thrust into your society, into your home, to shame you before everyone. I offer you my life.
Lord Darlington.
My life, my whole life. Take it and do with it what you will. I love you. Love you as I have never loved any living thing. From the moment I met you, I loved you. Loved you blindly, adoringly, madly. You did not know it then. You know it now. Leave this house tonight. I won't tell you that the world matters nothing. Or the world's voice or the voice of society. They matter a great deal. They matter far too much. But there are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life, fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow, degrading existence that the world and its hypocrisy demands. You have that moment now. Choose. Oh, my love, choose.
I have not the courage.
Yes, you have the courage. There may be 6 months of pain, of disgrace, even. But when you no longer bear his name, when you bear mine, all will be well. Margaret, my love, my wife that shall be someday. Yes, my wife. You know it. What are you now? This woman has the place that belongs by right to you. Go. Go out of this house. With head erect, with courage in your eyes, with smile upon your lips. All of London will know why you did it. And who will blame you? No one. They do what matter. Wrong? What is wrong? It's wrong for a man to abandon his wife for a shameless woman. It's wrong for a woman to remain with a man who so dishonors her. You said once you would make no compromise with things. Make none now. Be brave. Be yourself.
I am afraid of being myself. Let me think. Let me wait. My husband may return to me.
And you would take him back. You're not what I thought you were. You are just the same as every other woman. You would face anything rather than stand the censure of a world whose praise you would despise. In a week you will be driving with this woman in the park. She will be your constant guest, your dearest friend. You would endure anything rather than break with one blow this monstrous tie. You are right. You have no courage, none.
I cannot answer you now.
It must be now or not at all.
Not at all.
You break my heart.
Mine is already broken.
Tomorrow I leave England. This is the last time I shall ever look on you. You will never see me again. For one moment our lives met, our souls touched. They must never meet or touch again. Goodbye, Margaret.
How alone I am in life. How terribly alone.
Oh, Margaret, I've just been having the loveliest chat with Mrs. Earle. I'm so sorry I said those things about her earlier today. She must be all right if you invite her. Well, she's a most attractive woman. She has such a sense of outlook on life. She told me that she disagrees with anyone marrying more than once, so I do feel better about Augustus now. I don't know why people speak against her. I know. It's those horrid little Seville girls. Those nasty nieces of mine. They're always spreading scandal and gossip. Ah, still, I think I would take my husband to Hamburg, dear. She's just a little too attractive. Oh, where is Agatha? Oh, here she is. Mr. Mr. Hopper. You have made me very angry. You've taken my dear little Agatha out onto the terrace, and you know she's so delicate.
Awfully sorry, Duchess. We went out for a moment and then got chatting together.
I see. About dear Australia, I suppose.
Yes.
Hey, dear.
Yes, Mama?
Did Mr. Hopper definitely?
Yes, Mama.
Oh, and what did you say, dear child?
Yes, Mama.
Agatha, you say the perfect things all the time. Oh, Mr. Hopper. James. Agatha has just told me everything. Oh, how clever the two of you were to keep your little secret.
You don't mind my taking Agatha off to Australia then, Duchess?
Australia? Don't mention that dreadful vulgar place.
Well, she said she'd like to come with me.
Did you say that, Agatha?
Yes, Mama.
Oh, Agatha, you say the silliest things possible. No, I think that Curzon Street would be a much healthier place to live. There are lots of vulgar people that live on that street, but at least you wouldn't have to worry about those little kangaroos crawling around. Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. James, you will come for lunch tomorrow, 1:30 instead of 2. I'm sure the Duke will have a few words to say to you.